plan today is, I don't know, just go out and ride. I'm up in Indiana, about an hour from my house. The White Muscatatuck public access. Yeah, just jump on the bike and go and see what we find. Hashtag van life. I don't know. Would that Chevy Cavalier be considered vintage now? They weren't good when they were new. Does that make them better now that they're old? So it's the first stop of the trip, and I'm not even 2 miles in. And to check the map. Looks to me like I go off to the right. I had a rough course laid out in my Sunto app, which is just an amazing app for route planning. But I was going to park in a little bump in the map called Millport, but I noticed there was another DNR access site further down the river, so came down here and parked down here. And I guess it wouldn't be Indiana without some dogs chasing you. Let's see how many more dogs chase us today. There's no Corvette. Unbelievable. Some of the cars, man, are F-body Camaro back there, late 80s, mid to late 80s, mid 80s Corvette sitting back there, a lot of old 50s, early 60s cars. Yeah, I might regret leaving the chest mount in the car. If this video footage is smooth, I'm going to be blown away. I'm using the Gumby mount, but if this footage is smooth, that says so much for the GoPro 11. Here, a black original jobber thingy. That was a buck. So far, just over 6 miles in, working my way back to the White River. Pretty little creek here, McKinley Road. Just passed a sign back there that said impassable during high water. That must get pretty deep around here. The river's out there in the wood line. It meanders its way west and south. I'm essentially just wandering my way down here to a bridge somewhere. I think it was about 19 miles crossing, and then heading back on the other side. But that's all changed since I moved my parking spot several miles down the road, down a dead end. So could be longer, could be shorter, I don't know. It was a 45-mile route with like 4,100 feet of climbing. We'll see. Maybe I'll stop up here and reroute the thing. I see I'm going up again. Came up and over a little gap in the ridge line to the next valley over. look what's ahead. Another climb. So, got some vert to do today. It's all right. I don't mind the hills. I'm not fast, but I can climb. Got the endurance, so I just like going slow. To see more. Impassable during high water sign. I gotta say, this again, majority of the roads that I've been on so far, I've only been going 13 miles, but they're just beautiful. You know, decent amounts of things to see: old cars and barns and dogs and deer and old houses and abandoned structures. So yeah, it's, you know, and then you have little twisty lanes like this through these valleys. The only thing that could make it better is if it was still gravel. And just like that, turns to gravel. I think this is called Kirkman Lane. I saw in the post box back there. Crosswind. We made it back to the White River, heading north. I have no idea. Crossing over the White River into Tunnelton. I readjusted my route and showing 47 miles. I'm not sure if I'm going to cut over here or maybe look for a route to take a few of those miles off. I think I'll pull over up here and reevaluate. I don't want to take too long. Then I'm just wasting valuable time. So I do not have a light, and I'll pull over up here and look. Instead of hanging right and going down that gravel road there, it loops down to it like an oxbow bend in the river. And I wanted to check out an old train tunnel there. This is cool. But I am going to head into Tunnelton. Wow. And head up on the ridge and over to Fort Rittner. It's more of a straight route. There's more climbing this way. I'm going to shave off probably a good 6 miles. I'm already 20 miles in, so that's all right. I'll get back here, maybe in the car. It gives me more time to explore the tunnel. I got some other stuff up here I think I might see. And other stuff too that I don't even know about. So I've never been here. This is Tunnelton. Oh. Sunny Street. Wow. This is the A.C. Wilcox building. 1910. Oh, well, there's more stuff up here. Post office. Old church doesn't want to be used anymore. All right. Well, hopefully they're not shooting this way. Seems a little unsafe. Shooting in the city, town, village, bump in the road. I am riding on the Devil's Backbone, one of like 4 that I know. So apparently the devil had a big old backbone on him, and from the horse apples on the road there also must be Amish. This is Fort Rittner. It's like a tomb. Well, there's not much going on at Fort Rittner. Sparksville. Oh. Come on. There's the old bridge. Yeah, good opportunity to get off, stretch my legs out. Almost 30 miles in. There's the White River. There's the new bridge down there where the fellow about went through the stop sign. I could have taken that too. If I take this, there's a dirt road, gravel road around here. But once I make it back to the main road along the ridge, I hang a left and I'm back on the roads that I have already gone down. I saved myself about 5.1 miles going that way, but I would rather hit up some new spots. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's like a red Toyota RAV4 over there. But that's the road there. I did want to ride it, but like I said, I'll take the extra 5 miles, and at least from here to Medora, I know is absolutely beautiful along the river and railroad line, and below the bluffs. Get the old signals, train signals. Medora Brick Company, established 1904. Can't really see in there. Little town of Medora is coming up, and then I'm going to head south out of town back over the White River. Another really cool thing about the White River Valley, there's I don't know how many covered bridges that have been restored, and Medora, I believe this is the longest covered bridge in Indiana. It's right here, built in 1875, it says. J.J. Daniels was the builder. 1875. It's White River. Yeah, this is pretty neat. That would be it. And my road's right over here. There's a huge chunk of gravel roads down in this valley too. I am heading over to the base of that ridge over there. Those hills, somewhere over there and to the right, where I'm parked. These are some open spaces here. I like the feeling. The Muscatatuck River bridge over, it's not too far down there. There's a cemetery here and another one right here. That one looks more interesting. I don't know why. Looks pretty rad. Good place to rest, but I want to get home. Oh, new bridge. Gee. And there's the Muscatatuck, quite green. Wheeler Hollow. Yep, that's where I parked. A couple miles. Alright, well this is where I turned to the right coming this way a few hours ago.